Fever having to take the ball out of the net a lot more here in this third than we saw in the first half, and that's affected their pace.
Clark outside and use her body and get to her spots, being able to affect that defense.
Clark is coming off the masterful. Giannis got it done inside the arc. Here is Clark with some space. Clark behind the back. Oh, showing off the moves. It's Boston.
Boston, who also has a 15-5-5 game today. Here's Clark, catch, fire.
When you think of Caitlin Clark, one of the first things that comes to mind is her ability to pull up from far beyond the three-point line. Her deep shooting range isn't simply impressive. It can completely change the way a game unfolds. Very few players in basketball history, both men and women, have been able to stretch the floor quite like she does. Caitlin doesn't need much space or extra time to get her shot off. One quick dribble, a sudden stop, and the ball is already heading toward the basket. Defenders often find themselves backing up the moment she crosses half court.
On defense that has started this run for Atlanta, the help side's got to be there.
How about to do that? And with Noelle Quinn, as you mentioned, no challenge.
Clark, three ball in the way, good. Clark gets a screen from Boston. There's the pick and roll, and easy. First year with the Liberty and the WNBA. Phoebish, the rookie, defending the other rookie.
Clark draws two, whips it to Boston. Right back to Clark. Oh, good two-player action. And
the floor.
Clark guys told us we have got to find a body on Reese. Clark gets...
That's because they know her shot is a legitimate threat from distances where most players wouldn't even think about shooting. Her ability to knock down shots from deep forces defenses to completely change their approach. Normally, teams can sag off, pack the paint, and focus on protecting the rim. Against Caitlin, that strategy becomes much more difficult. Defenders have to pick her up earlier, sometimes near the logo, which creates driving lanes and opens valuable space for her teammates. Her shooting stretches the defense in ways that affect almost every offensive possession.
Second and third quarter, that's been the issue for the Liberty, so let's see if they can have a better one here.
Good interior passing, but Indiana's got to stop letting the ball get into the paint. They've got to keep it out.
Clark, step back, hits a three.
Allen gets blocked. Fever looking for numbers. Clark to Wallace. Back to Clark, shovel pass, bust.
A good portion of her threes come from above the break. Here's Clark, still trying to find her rhythm. A deep pull, got it.
They talked to Caitlin earlier today, and she talked about how that chemistry is getting so.
Indiana has numbers here. Clark looks to take advantage. Clark launches and hits a three. 17-point deficit. Shot clock is off. The Fever can play for the final possession. Nobody picks up Clark.
What makes Caitlin even more dangerous is the confidence behind those shots. These aren't desperation heaves or random attempts. They're shots she practices, believes in, and consistently makes. Every time she rises from deep, it can feel like a dagger. Not only does it add points to the scoreboard, but a difficult three can also damage an opponent's confidence. When Caitlin gets into a rhythm from long range, defenders know they can't afford to give her even a small amount of space.
Clark trying to shake free Mabry all over her. Here is Clark. Clark separating, taking, and hitting.
Indiana's going to have to try to win this a second time here after that brilliant first half.
Oh, Clark, you had an open look from three, didn't take it. Only three to shoot. Gonna have to make something happen. Clark through the lane.
Establish yourself as a leader, as a future leader for the franchise. And that takes a little bit of perspective.
That was Clark.
Now Clark looking to push. Cross-court pass. Pull back to Clark. She will launch and bury.
Everybody talks about the logo threes.
Yeah, they do.
Her shooting forces coaches to adjust their game plans, puts defenses under constant pressure, and can instantly create momentum for her team. Caitlin has also mastered the ability to knock down deep threes in transition. One moment, the defense thinks it has enough players back to stop the fast break. The next, Caitlin is suddenly pulling up from well beyond the arc and burying a shot before anyone can react. It's a weapon capable of completely flipping the momentum of a game in just a few seconds.
Caitlin Clark all night tonight.
Are you talking about my high school experience? Clark, cut!
Indiana outscore Dallas in the paint 16-4.
Indiana trying to look inside. Going through this zone, cross-court pass, Clark to Mitchell.
Clark with the board.
Diana Taurasi has 48 triples coming into the game.
Logo!
Play in this one. And Hill is steep. 12 points. The Fever looking to erase. Here's Clark, catch and shoot. Hits a three. Clark stepping back.
Only rookie in the building trying to make her presence felt.
Oh, boy.
But her long-range shooting is about much more than highlight moments. It's about pressure. Defenders simply can't afford to relax when Caitlin is on the floor, and that constant tension can gradually wear them down. Even when she doesn't have the ball, opponents have to keep track of her position and be ready to close out. Just by being on the court, Caitlin can shift the balance of the game. Her deep shooting range is more than a skill. It's a statement.
Both under 30% for free. Clark bouncing, Boston charge.
Clark launches, nails it. She's up there with rebounds, up there with steals. And she'll take the first three-pointer.
Screen by Nia Coffey, and that's something that Nia Coffey does well every time down the floor. It tries to.
For Indiana, you're expecting maybe an initial surge. Clark on the drive, gets to the rim, and is trying to clear 8. Shot clock down to 9. Here as Clark gets inside, the scoop shot.
Second last in the league in three-point percentage, just under 29%. Clark heaves.
It tells opponents that there is no completely safe zone and no distance that's automatically too far. Every possession carries a threat, and every open look creates another scoring possibility. That's the kind of offensive gravity only the greatest shooters in basketball can create. Caitlin Clark isn't simply hitting threes from deep. She's changing expectations for what can be done from the perimeter. If you enjoyed these Caitlin Clark highlights, don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment, and subscribe so you never miss the next incredible moment.
One did not, but able to hit. Here's the flick ahead. Alyssa Smith lays it in.
UConn, she said 180. I said, what's your playing weight now? She said 155.
Well, there were
25 pounds.
Few factors that.
Clark being picked up by Clarendon. Break there to help. Nice pass back.
One guard is just a lot stronger than the other because of her experience and maturity.
Nice look from Clark, and Smith
2 for 1.
Clark bounce pass. There's Boston.
On 6 of their 8 possessions this quarter.
She can pull up from well beyond the arc and bury the shot before defenders even have time to react. It's a weapon that can completely change the momentum of a game in an instant. But Caitlin's long-range shooting isn't only about creating exciting highlights. It's also about the pressure she puts on the defense. Opponents can't afford to relax for even a moment, and maintaining that level of attention throughout the game can gradually wear them down.
Cloud missing that 3 ball. And they can get to within 1 or tie it on a 3. Boston underneath.
And it's holding on to the basketball.
The Fever with the ball. Clark passed up the long 3. Into Boston, give the assist.
This is where Caitlin Clark wants to play faster. Oh, she finds a cutting Boston.
Now Clark trying to make something happen. Behind the back. Backs the basket and gets.
We've seen a couple of bunnies on both sides missed thus far. Clark now over the top.
Simply having Caitlin on the floor can shift the entire balance of a game. Her deep shooting range is more than just another skill. It's a statement to every opponent. It tells them there is no truly safe area on the court and no distance that's automatically too far for her to shoot. Every possession presents a potential threat, and every open look can become another scoring opportunity. That constant danger forces defenders to stay alert from the opening whistle to the final possession.
Largest lead for either team has been 7. Clark with the kick out to Samuelson.
Works hard and does her work early before the ball gets inside.
Cheyenne Parker married in the offseason. Clark catch and shoot, hits a 3. Wheeler, Clark launches, hits a 3.
Nia Coffey getting the assignment in the second half. Boston, beautiful dot.
Trying to find some.
That's the kind of offensive gravity normally associated with the greatest shooters in basketball. Caitlin Clark isn't simply making 3-pointers. She's expanding the possibilities of what can happen from the perimeter. Her range changes defensive strategies, creates opportunities for teammates, and keeps opponents under constant pressure. If you enjoyed these Caitlin Clark highlights, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment with your favorite moment, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss the next incredible performance.